Today I will be explaining to you why everyone should learn CPR. Imagine going out to dinner with your family and it's a normal dinner, and then you look over and someone has collapsed to the floor. They are unresponsive and everyone's frozen because they don't know what to do in that type of situation. What would you do? Would you try to help the person, call 911, or alert someone else? The first minutes of something like this, such as cardiac arrest, can be determined if the person survives. Cardiac arrest can happen to someone at any given time, and this is why you should learn CPR so you can help save someone's life. Everyone should be trained in CPR because it is not hard to learn. It also can save someone's life and even prepares people during a medical emergency. First, let's take a look at why CPR is so important. So knowing CPR can save thousands of lives. Every year, 350,000 people have an out-of-hospital cardiac arrest experience. It only takes 4 to 6 minutes for that person's brain to become damaged. It is important that in that situation, we act fast. Because EMT can't be there right away most of the time. So it's up to bystanders like us to step in. In an article by the American Heart Association, it says immediate CPR can double or even triple a cardiac arrest victim's chance of survival. American Heart Association. Knowing how to do proper CPR is only giving someone a better shot at living. So when you do CPR, it is allowing blood and oxygen to keep flowing throughout the body. It gives the victim that best shot to live before EMS arrives. Now that I've explained why it's so useful, let's dive into why becoming certified is not as hard as you think. So most people have come to the realization that they think that CPR is just something that is very hard to get certified in, but that's not always the truth. Most classes are only a couple hours to a full day, and it's all you need is really yourself and your hands because it's hands-on training. You also don't need any medical background and you can do it pretty much anywhere. So knowing CPR will make you more confident and calm in a situation. In 2023, an article by UC Health titled CPR Explained How It Works, Why It's Important, and How to Get Trained. It says, taking a CPR course is quick and simple and requires no prior medical or background or complex equipment. UC Health 2023. This just comes to show that CPR is a quick and accessible class for all people, and you don't need much qualifications to get the certification. So once you know how to do CPR and how simple it is to acquire a certification, making the decision to become trained before you face the emergency itself. So receiving certification obviously helps save people's lives, and these courses are offered in many ways, such as hospitals, classes in educational schools like college or high school, and on medical training campuses. Another big thing with having a certification like this is your future employers and companies are going to like when they see that you have a CPR certification, because it allows them to be confident in you to act in such medical emergencies. According to the HSI recent article, Why Learning CPR is More Important Than You Think, shares the statement, the difference between life and death often depends on whether someone nearby is willing to respond. HSI. So having this certificate is only going to help someone. You shouldn't hesitate to get a CPI certified, and you should start researching on how and where you can get certified at. So now that we have discussed all the reasons of why CPR is a valuable skill, let's remember why it's important to have. Everyone should try and become CPR certified because it saves lives, is easy to get, and prepares people to step in during various medical emergencies like cardiac arrest and such. So today I talked about 3 big things: its importance, on why you should get it, how easy it is to get, such as it only takes up to a day, and the training process itself and how it leaves you prepared for moments that you may need it in. So remember back at the beginning when I said, imagine being at dinner with your family and someone just collapsed to the floor. Imagine if it was your own family member. Now you would be more knowledgeable on what to do in that situation, and you could be able to be the reason why your family member survives. So you may, in the end, you may never actually have to use CPR, but if that day ever came, you would know how to use it and what to do, and ultimately you could be the reason that someone gets a second chance at life.